kapwa ko Pilipino. Ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo, ilantad ang likas nating talento, at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na pagpapatalo, ipagdiwang natin ng Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Sumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-sama pakita ang galing natin katropa sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play is presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na. Power and Play. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na. Pilipinas tayo na, bangon na. Power and Play na, bangon na. Bangon na. Bangon na. Power and Play na, bangon na.
It's Carlos Yulo with 2 gold medals.
Power and Play with Noli Eala.
Tapos na po ang elimination round ng PBA playoffs virtually dahil isa na lamang laro ang gaganapin, at alamin po natin kung ano ang nangyari sa huling linggo at patungo na po ng playoffs ng PBA Commissioner's Cup. Uy, bago na! Power and Play na! Kamusta po kayo lahat mga kapatid? Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Binabati po natin lahat ng nakikinig sa atin sa 105.9 True FM at of course sa buong True TV network. At of course, mayong buntag kaninyo tanan sa lahat po naman nanonood sa atin sa 1PH on Signal TV. And of course, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa lahat po naman ng nanonood at nakikinig sa Facebook live coverage ng Power and Play. Kami po ay natutuwang makasama kayong lahat. Ngayong araw po, unang araw ng Pebrero. Pambihira nga naman. February 1 po ngayon. Parang ang bilis ng panahon. Tapos na ang unang buwan. At ngayon ay buwan na po ng puso. Siyempre, kulay pula. Yan. Kaya siguradong masaya. At ika nga, panay... magandang samahan ang ating mangyayari dito po sa simula ng Pebrero. Pero syempre, pag pinag-uusapan ng buwan ng puso, kailangan isama ko yung partner ko yan. Yan ang eksperto sa mga puso. Walang iba kundi the man for all seasons, si Jera Season. Partner!
Good morning, partner!
Kunting pula na yung sombrero mo.
Dahil habang lumalapit ang February 14, mamumula na yan. Yeah. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. At ito na naman po, 2 oras na hitik na usapan, lalong-lalo na tungkol sa basketball, sa PBA in particular. Dahil talaga, alam mo partner, napakaganda na nangyayari ngayon dito sa elimination round ng PBA ngayon, no? At katulad ng sabi mo, araw ng puso, papasok na rin ng itong Pebrero, ito'y kabuanan rin namin.
Tama.
Kulang-kulang.
Yeah. Kulang-kulang ng araw.
Kulang-kulang sa
araw. baka magalit yung mga nagbe-birthday ng February yan.
Oy, February ako kaya alam ko eh.
Yun, kaya pala. pala, gano'n ano. Hindi, alam mo, matanong kita. Yung mga February 1 na ganyan, yung mga pagpasok ng Pebrero, siyempre, kailangan pinaghahandaan yan, partner. Kailangan pinaghahandaan yan. Pero habang daw nagkakaedad, yung 12 rosas, dahan-dahang nagiging isa na lang.
Kaya alam niyo, itong tip namin ni partner Noli sa inyo, no? Dahil ngayon ay ika-1 ng Pebrero, medyo ayusin nyo na po. You have 13 days para poging po, talagang gwapong-gwapo, napakabango ninyo sa inyong kapartner sa buhay.
Pati na rin yung mga kababaihan. Parang si Mrs. Valentine's din kami. Diba?
Siyempre,
by the way, talking about ika nga yung mga kasama sa buhay, mamaya po makakasama natin sa ating show ang ating pong 2-medal Filipina boxer na ngayon ay presidential awardee ng PSA Awards, yung Philippine Sports Writers Association. Walang iba kundi si Nesthy Petecio. Mamaya po makakasama natin sa ating second hour. Itatampok po natin siya sa In the Spotlight. Abangan niyo po yan. Kamustahin natin. Lalong-lalo na nag-announce yata siya na muling lalaban siya para sa Olympics. Kasi gusto pa rin niya makuha yung gold medal. Naka-bronze na siya, naka-silver, naghahanap pa ng gold.
Alam mo, sa bilang isang magaling na boksingera, talagang nakita niya, nandun na lang konti na, kaya ilalasura niya yan. Kaya pa niya.
Well, 32 ngayon si Nesthy. So, mga 36 siya by the time. Alam mo, may mga nananalong ganyan.
Si George Foreman.
Kaya kita diba? Kita mo. At mamaya din po, pinag-uusapan natin ang PBA playoffs. Makakasama din po natin ang import ng nangungunang koponan. Alam mo, pag tinitingnan ko yung team standings, namamalik mata ako
Okay.
Ang nangunguna pong team sa team standings ay kadalasan nakikita natin sa ilalim. Minsan nga, na-eliminate. Yun po ang Northport, Batang Pier. At yung import nila na pagkagaling-galing. At alam mo, ang bait partner. Ang bait. Si Kadin Jack ang ating pong makakasama. Ayan ang team standings natin, partner. Kung ating pong hihimayin, nasa tuktok ang Northport Batang Pier. Aba.
Kaya nga, partner, alam mo, sa totoo lang yung braso ko, panay pasa
Bakit?
Panay ang kurot ko sa sarili ko. Hindi ako makapaniwala. Ba't ganito nangyari?
Kita mo? At kung hinahanap nyo po ang San Miguel Beer, nawala na San Miguel. Ayun, nasa ilalim ang San Miguel Beer, mga kapatid. Pag-usapan po natin yan. Anyari talaga. Pag-usapan po natin lahat yan sa ating pong unang segment ngayong araw po ng Sabado, ang What's the Score? Ang PBA Quarterfinals preview po ang ating pong pag-uusapan sa What's the Score ngayong katatapos lang ng isa sa mga pinakadikit na regular season or elimination round sa kasaysayan ng liga. Mga kapatid, ika nga, tuloy-tuloy po ang naging sorpresa. Akala natin, di ba, last week, kasama pa natin si... ano ba yung ating...
si Dominic.
Si Dominic. Para himayin yung mga last few playoff scenarios. Parang walang nagkatapos. Dahil biglang, unang-una, nawala yung mga import. Naglaro ang Meralco, nawala si Akil Mitchell, pinapahinga. Tapos yung Hong Kong Eastern, parang malamya yung laro. At kaya po umangat naman yung mga nag-aabot ng
akala mo dating wala ng pag-asa.
Oo. Ngayon po mga kapatid, kung ating pong i-recap, kagabi, nanalo po ang Magnolia kontra Meralco. Tinambakan.
Kaya nga masakit yung braso ko dahil kinurot ko sarili ko. Tinatambakan ng Meralco
Tinambakan ng Magnolia ang Meralco, mga kapatid. At kaya po nakahabol sila dun sa huling playoff seat. Ika nga, dun sa quarterfinals for a playoff laban sa isa pang koponan, yung NLEX, na nanalo din sa sa Hong Kong Eastern. Kaya po napakaganda ng laban dahil naghabol-habol itong mga nasa ilalim. At magandang laro nila So yan po ngayon ang ating team standings, mga kapatid. Northport ang number 1 seed after the elimination round, sumunod po ang TNT na natalo kagabi sa Rain or Shine. Kaya po yung Rain or Shine nakaiwas sa playoffs. Sila po yung mga sa number 7 position. At least sigurado na sila sa quarterfinals. Pangatlo dyan po ay ang Converge at Barangay Ginebra ang pang-apat. Pare-pareho sila ng TNT na may kartadang 8-4. Mali yung sa TNT, medyo hindi pa updated yan. 8-4 na yan, ha? Mga kapatid. Oho. Pero ang TNT pa rin ang number 2.
Yeah.
Sapagkat mas maganda yung quotient nila sa Converge at Ginebra.
Plus 3.
So, ang Converge number 3 partner at number 4 ang Ginebra.
Yeah.
So, ang number 5 position na po ngayon ay ang Meralco Bolts na may kartadang 7 and 5.
Yeah.
Tabla po sila ng
Eastern.
Hong Kong
Eastern.
na meron ding 7 and 5 na kartada. Pero mas maganda ang quotient na Meralco kaya Hong Kong ang nalaglag sa number 6. Raynor siya ng 7 at maglalaban ngayon partner. NLEX Magnolia.
Kung medyo nalilito po kayo at naguguluhan, kumuha muna kayo ng bulsa de yelo. Ilagay nyo mula sa ulo nyo at medyo magulo itong nangyayari na nakakatuwa.
Alam mo kung gaano kagulo to ha. Ito ha mga kapatid ha. Alam nyo ba na ito ang yung pagkatalo o pagkatanggal na San Miguel ang nagtapos o ang pumigil sa kanilang 22 conference streak na sila ay nakakapasok ng playoffs. Ang huling beses na hindi po nakapasok ang San Miguel sa quarterfinals, 2015, partner. 10 taon na. Nung sila ay hindi nakapasok sa quarterfinals ng Commissioner's Cup din nung panahon na yon. Pero ang mas mahalaga dito first time na na-miss ng ang quarterfinals ng isang komperensya ng isang defending champion since 2005. Commissioner pa ako, partner. Fiesta Conference, Ginebra yon, 2005, first time na yung defending champion hindi nakapasok
maski na sa quarterfinals.
Ang bigat na, partner.
Kaya
Anyari.
yan ang tinatawag talaga na kasabihan na walang forever.
Wala talaga. Again, sabi nga ng mga analysts, noong itong San Miguel, ang daming pagpapalit. Alam naman natin ng personnel. Hindi lamang po ng player, hindi lamang ng import, kung hindi ng coach. Kita mo. So, yun po ay siguro naka-apekto sa kanilang chemistry, partner.
Yeah. Siguro talagang ang tawag talaga dyan back to the drawing board. Kailangan nilang ayusin ang kanilang lineup. Masakit man sa loob, may kailangan na rin bitawan dyan. May
mga pagbabago na siguro dapat gawin ang management ng SMB. Sapagkat alam naman natin na tumatanda na rin yung mga ibang player. Of course, Junmar Fajardo. Pero hindi naman pwedeng sakyan ng pagkatagal-tagal dahil nagkakaedad na rin po at napapagod na rin si Junmar.
Sakit na rin ang likod yun dahil palagi sumasakay lahat sa
dami.
kanya.
Tapos masama pa ang pagkakapili ng import. Alam mo, nagtataka ako dyan, partner. At yan, himayin natin. Ang dami nila naging partner, import. Si Quincy Miller, si Torren Jos, Jabari Narcis, at saka yung huli, yung Malikpok. Nung kinuha po si Malikpok, partner, may pag-asa pa San Miguel nandun pa sila, lumalaban pa in fact, nasa gitna pa yata sila. Nag 1-3 ang record ni Malikpok. 1 win, 3 talo, kaya nalaglag po ang San Miguel. At alam niyo ba ang average ni Malikpok? 12 puntos lamang.
Kaya ang tawag sa kanya ngayon ay nagkamalikpok.
Nagkamalikpok. At saka pinaba na siya sa pagan na lang. Wala nang pop. Napaka-sama Kaya again, nagkahalo-halo yung pagproblema ng San Miguel. Well, puntahan naman po natin ang nasa taas.
Dapat, siyempre, sila yung magagaling ngayon.
Sila ngayon ang bida at sila ang dapat natin pag-usapan. Dahil tapos na ang San Miguel, hindi na po natin pwedeng balikan yan. Ang Northport Batang Pier, mga kaibigan, nakakatuwa. 9-3 record, number 1 sa elimination round. Isipin mo, ang tinalo nila, mga powerhouse. Talk and Text, San Miguel, Ginebra. Kaya hindi to biro-biro yung ginawa ng Northport. Sila po ay may chance to make the semifinals only for the 3rd time sa kanilang franchise history at unang beses since 2019. Grabe. Talagang napakaganda ng ipinakita nila behind, of course, their import na si Kadin Jack. At of course, ang kanilang superstar na si sila Arvin Tolentino at si Joshua Monzon. Kaya andun din of course si Ivan Nelly at napakarami pang ibang mga player na
Si Arvin, no? Tolentino.
grabe ang ginawa ni Arvin. Actually, nakapanayan po natin si Kadin Jack. Abangan nyo mamaya yan. At sinabi niya kung anong ginawang role, nagampanan na role ni Arvin, ni Monzon, sa kanilang team, Ivan Nelly. At kung paano rin siya nakatulong, hindi lamang po sa loob ng court, kundi sa labas ng court. Yung leadership na kailangan ng Northport. Kaya naman napakaganda ng kanilang pag-arangkada dito. But ang pag-usapan natin, partner, bago natin bitawan itong ating topic sa What's the Score, yung playoffs.
Yun.
Meron pa pong isang upuan na hindi pa nakukuha sa quarterfinals. Yun yung number 8 na humabol ang Magnolia at ang NLEX. At yung laban pong yan ay magaganap bukas. One game for the 8th and final seat at ang kanila makakatapat ay Northport. Kung ikaw ay Magnolia, na ikaw ay dating powerhouse, siyempre gugustuhin mo yan dahil ang makakatapat mo, bagamat number 1 yan, bagito doon sa pressure
Sakaling
na yan.
makasilat.
Oo, baka makasilat. Kaya, partner, Magnolia NLEX. Ito lang partner Last time naglaban itong dalawang koponan na to, overtime. Back in December 20, 99-95, nanalo po ang Magnolia kontra NLEX noong pong December 20. At ngayon, magtatapat na naman sila. Siyempre, nakikita ko dito, ang key para sa Magnolia at sa NLEX. Unahin ko ang NLEX, partner. Yung bench scoring. Alam naman natin, kayang-kayang dalhin ni Mike Watkins at saka ni Robert Bolick ang NLEX. Pero yung bench scoring nila ang importante dito, partner.
Actually, ako sa tingin ko lang, no, dahil yung pinag-uusapan nga natin, di ba? Yung dalawa, kaya medyo nakasampa. Na dati nasa medyo bandang laylayan. Nagkaroon sila ng winning streak eh.
Oo.
Nasa
emergency room.
Nasa emergency room.
Critical na eh.
Ginaganon na eh.
Di ba?
Medyo flatline eh. Biglang
at sinuwerte. Dahil yung nakalaban itong mga team na to, Meralco, walang import.
Walang import.
Yung Hong Kong naman, hindi malaman kung anong gagawin sa import.
Baka busy dahil papasok ang Chinese New Year.
Baka. Masyadong nag-enjoy. Diba? Kaya po, naswertehan yung dalawa. Nakatapat sila ng magandang matchup. Kaya sila nakahabol. Hindi kagaya ng San Miguel na nagka-problema. Ngayon, yun ang sinasabi natin sa NLEX bench scoring. Alam niyo po, noong ang kanilang bench only scores 26.6 points a game. Can you imagine? Yun lang ang i-contribute maliban sa top starting 5 ng NLEX. Pero laban sa Magnolia, nung huli nilang laro, 16 lamang mula sa bench ang naging kamada. Overtime po yung pagkapanalo ng Magnolia. Kaya, again, it's going to be very close. I expect this to be very, very close. But the X factor to me dito, partner, of course, kailangan maglaro dito nila Semerad, si Anthony Semerad, si Kevin Alas. Very, very vital cog yan. But the X factor sa akin para dito, si Jomel Policarpio. Yung Jomel Policarpio na very athletics. Alam mo kung bakit? Yan ang pwedeng maging two-way player defensively at offensively. Oo. May tira sa labas, may galaw, may saksak. True shooting form or true shooting percentage ni Policarpio, mga kapatid, is 53.7%, averaging 10 points a game off the bench. So, mahalaga yan si Policarpio. Lalong-lalo na at babantayan yan yung mga big gunners ng Magnolia.
Actually, if I may add to that, no, kumbaga, looking at both teams, no, yung as is, wala na mga stats, etc., etc. Alam natin talaga na mas scoring team ang Magnolia kaysa sa NLEX. Ang NLEX more on defensive team eh. 'Di ba? Kung titingnan natin, mas marami mga shooters ang Magnolia compared to NLEX, 'di ba? Kaya magandang laban yan. Sino mananalo dyan? Or sino suswertein? Although, sa kabila, nandiyon si Bolick na talagang, alam mo naman, he's really a prolific scorer. Diba? Pero sa kabila, madaming scorer sila.
Marami. And pinakita nila in their last game. Puntahan natin ang side ng Magnolia, mga kapatid, very quickly. Laban sa Phoenix, partner, 13-3 ang pinukol po ng Magnolia. Nag-init na. Alam mo, actually, lately, umiinit na yung opensa talaga ng Magnolia. And it's because of course yung kanilang in-pro si Radcliffe na dumudumi na. Lalong-lalo na sa loob.
Yeah.
Against Hong Kong and Meralco, ang Magnolia po had 59, average 59 points in the paint. Ganon yung tindi. Kasi nga, may size din ang Magnolia. Another problem yan ng koponan ng NLEX.
And it will also be, speaking about imports, this will be a battle of imports. Dahil parehong very passionate yung, magaling rin yung si Watkins, di ba?
Watkins against Radcliffe eh.
Kaya magandang laban. Magandang matchup din.
Magandang matchup. But ang X-factor dito para sa akin sa Magnolia, yung Lucero. Yung Shade Lucero.
Hands down ako. Magaling.
Ang
Alam
galing.
mo, sa akin lang, no? Di ba? Pinag-uusapan natin dati, hindi maganda ang timpla ng mga templados. Di ba? Medyo maalat.
Medyo nagkamali ng naparami. Oh.
Pero ngayon, medyo parang nawala na ng konti yung alat. And I think moving forward for the Magnolia Templados, kailangan they should build a team around
Lucero. Oo, yung Lucero. Mabigat yun. Pag madagdagan mo pa ng maraming shooter, he will be a superstar definitely dito sa ligang ito. He is averaging 22.3 points a game in his last few games, 5.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and a true shooting percentage of almost 77%.
Magaling.
Si Lucero, mga kapatid. He will be an X-factor. And of course, babantay pa yan. Yan ang
malakas din sa depensa.
Malakas dumipensa yan. Kaya again, it will be very interesting dahil kung ating pong pagbabasihan yung una nilang laban, na 4 na puntos lamang ang pagkakatalo ng NLEX.
Overtime.
At nag-overtime. Nag-overtime. Nagkatalo lang talaga sa overtime. Panoorin niyo po yan. It will be a very interesting match. And again, merong ang makakatapat nila ngayon pagdating sa quarterfinals ay ang number 1 seed na Northport. May chance sila na gumawa rin na kasaysayan na ma-knock out yung number 1 seed.
Katulad nga ng pinag-uusapan natin in our previous episodes, di ba? Pagka nagkapit-pitan yan, pagdating na talaga sa quarterfinals, leading to the finals, syempre, yung kung may daga ka sa katawan or wala, di ba? Hindi pa natin alam kung dadagain ang Northport. Kaya may pag-asa tong NLEX and Magnolia, medyo most of them are
gaganahan yan.
Veterans.
So, ito po ang ating quarterfinal matchups, mga kapatid. Doon po sa best of 3 sa quarterfinals, ang maglalaban ay ang Barangay Ginebra kontra Meralco. Ang bihira. Mamaya himayin po natin yung matchups na yan. Doon naman sa susunod na best of 3, yung pong Converge kontra Hong Kong Eastern. Parehong independent team, so to speak. So, sigurado tayo may papasok na independent team doon po sa semifinals. Doon naman sa twice to beat, sigurado na po yung laban ng TNT kontra Rain or Shine. Rematch din yan. Bakbakang umatikabo yan. Dahil tinalo na Rain or Shine yung TNT, although hindi na masyadong kailangan ng TNT yun dahil yung mas mataas na kanilang quotient. No? And then yung huli pong twice to beat na laban ay ang Northport naghihintay sa Magnolia at NLEX winner. Kaya ang tanong ngayon, Magnolia o NLEX, partner? Yan ang magandang tanong. Ayan, ikaw muna.
Ako, sa totoo lang, no, na katulad ng binitawan ko dati in our previous shows, when we interviewed Coach Jong with Chico, sabi ko, Coach, now that you're at the helm of NLEX na rin ako, aside from Meralco. Diba? Talaga ako, dahil ako naniniwala ako that Coach Jong is a very good coach. No?
Magaling talaga.
Mas lalo na, pagka nagkapit-pitan, mataas ang kwan niya kung paano ang
experience. At champion coach.
Exactly. No? Plus, the roster of NLEX, talagang kung may kombinasyon ng offense at lalo na ang defense. Kaya, kung mababantayan nila mabuti, katulad ni Semiran, no? Kung sino man yung mga top shooters sa kabila. Kaya ako, NLEX ako. NLEX.
So, against yung history, yung track history.
Yeah.
Track record, rather. Yan, okay. NLEX ka.
Ikaw, partner.
Gusto ko sanang pumanig dyan sa NLEX. Pero, ang init ng Magnolia napakainit doon sa huli nilang mga laro.
Naayos na yung timpla.
No, maayos na Talagang inayos ng ayos nung ni Chito Victolero. Alam naman natin si Chito is also a very smart coach, cerebral. Magaling na mag-motivate, magaling mag-drop ng plays. One time na nag-champion na rin naman si Chito.
Yeah.
Kaya ako ang feeling ko, they're starting to get together. Yung import na lang si Radcliffe at saka si Watkins, I think will just cancel each other out. At the end of the day,
Locals.
veteran play ang mangyayari dito. And we're talking about Paul Lee, Calvin Abueva,
Baroka.
Ian Sangalang, Mark Baroka, at saka yung kanilang bench. Plus, Save Lucero, Magnolia ko, partner. Magnolia ko dito sa laban na to.
Mukhang magandang
Oh,
wager.
so, paano to?
Paano
to? Ha?
Anong ating wager dito para mapag-usapan natin sa susunod na...
Mamaya ibubulong natin sa kanila
Ibubulong natin.
kung ano magiging. Pero panoorin nyo po laban bukas. NLEX kontra Magnolia. Napakagandang laban po yan para sa huling seat ng quarterfinals. Patungo po sa nakakatuwa.
Sa totoo lang, nakakatuwa ngayon.
Nakakatuwa at of course, nakakasurpresang nangyari sa PBA Commissioners Cup.
Yeah.
Panoorin po natin yan at suportahan po natin ang ating liga. Alright, mga kapatid, bago tayo mag-break at pag-usapan pa natin ang parating na playoffs, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today.
And play.
When we return, mga kapatid, ang ating po mga kapanayam, mga veteranong sports analysts, para po lalo pa nating himayin ang PBA playoffs and of course, ang nakakatuwang Cashier Bash sa pagbabalik ng Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo at ng Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 8:28 ng umaga.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Ito ang programang inaabangan, mga paborito mong baliksa.
True love ba ang nararamdaman mo? Celebrate February on True FM sa 105.9.
Pag in the mood for beach, time for Dunkin' Iced Spanish Latte.
Pag sweater weather, time for Dunkin' Brewed Coffee.
Pag nagkayaya ang magbike,
Kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
True FM sa 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Yung score niya. Ako nalo ko. 11 over. 5 and 6. 5 over sa 4.
Power and play with Noli Eala.
Ang ganda ng drive ko ngayon. Ang ganda. Hindi ko makuha yung speed.
Ano yung
Speed.
Ano yung veterinary?
Oy, sige. Nagbabalik po ang Power and Play mga kapatid. Muli po kami nagpapasalamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay. Siya nga pala, gusto ko lang pong batiin lahat ng mga nakasama ko noong Martes na naglaro po kami yung friendly game namin with Ateneo Lasal Golf na friendly tournament kung saan hindi talaga namin talunin Pero ako, Atenista din naman ako. Pero sa high school, Lasal ako Kaya yung aming pong laban ay mga high school friends namin. Again, congratulations sa team One Big Fight led by Rudy De Los Reyes. At ng buong kupunano, nabati ko yung aking kaibigan from New Jersey, si Lino M. Nas na naririto. And again, talking about also high school, mamaya po meron kaming batch homecoming, or rather a grand homecoming ng Lasal Green Hills. Mamaya po yung Balik Verde. Yung pong aming pong homecoming dyan sa Green Hills campus kung saan yung aming pong batch ay jubilar yan, partner. Kaya binabati namin lahat po ng umuwi ng mga batchmates ko na naririto, lalong-lalo na si Alvin Alicante yung sa aming grupo, si Ron Camaisa, si Ting Delfino, Manny Maceda, at si marami pa po, ang dami. 40 atang umuwi na from the abroad para lang makipag-enjoy sa atin.
Actually, partner, yan, katuwa-tuwa yung mga homecoming na yan, di ba? Yan yung mga kababata mo, yung pareho kayo lumalaki nung elementary, high school, di ba? Tapos nagkanya-kanyang landas ng buhay, kung anong kaniyong mga karera, at ngayon magkikita-kita after more than 40 years. Kaya nakakatuwa yan.
Kagabi, kasama namin yung aming yung class lang namin. Kasi gabi-gabi po, meron kaming konting celebration dahil nga homecoming. At maraming umuwi. Yung isa naming kaibigan, na taga rito naman sa Pilipinas, first time nagpakita in napakatagal ng panahon. Also a very good basketball player, dating superstar ng San Sebastian. Of course, naglaro din siya sa amin sa high school. Si Nandi Navarro, binabati natin si Nandi na salamat at nagpakita ka.
Namukha nyo na ba? Namukha nyo agad yung mukha?
Ganun pa rin
Ganun pa rin?
Sabi ko, dumadang ka pa rin. Nakakatuwa yung aming get-together. Kaya, again, we're inviting all of the alumni from LSGH. Punta po kayo mamaya sa ating grand alumni homecoming dyan sa ating campus sa Ortigas Avenue.
Ako gusto ko rin batiin. Yung mga kababayan ko muna sa Lingayen, Pangasinan, maabig kabuwasan at sikay namin. At last night, kinikwento ko nga sa partner, gusto kong magbigay ng shoutout at i-greet ang aking nanay-nanayan. Si Ate Auring, who she celebrated her 80th birthday yesterday. Ako'y natutuwa. Kaya actually, auntie ko siya. She's my tita. Kaso nga lang, yung inalagaan niya ako nung bata ako, na mga 16, 17 years old. Kaya parang hindi maitawag na tita. Kaya ang tawag ko Ate Auring. Pero actually, tita ko siya. And I am so happy and so proud na talagang yung kanyang landas hanggang ngayon she became very successful at pagpatapos niya ng pag-aaral at successful din yung kanyang 4 na anak na ang panganay si Cora na nasa Amerika ngayon, si Vicky na nasa States din, si Rodel na nandito, very successful businessman, at ang kanyang bunso na very successful nurse na si Tess na nasa States din.
Happy birthday, Ate Auring. Happy birthday po mula sa Power and Play. Oh, talking about birthday, belated happy birthday kay MPBL Commissioner Kenneth Dorendes kahapon. Happy birthday, Kenneth. Suki rin natin yan dito sa Power and Play. Alright, bago po tayo magpatuloy, siyempre, tuloy-tuloy po ang pamimigay natin ng premyo dito sa Power and Play sa courtesy of Joyride Philippines, ang ating pong top-up promo sa Power and Play. Again, napakadali po para manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits. Download lamang yung latest version, latest po ng Joyride Super App. Kuha na ng screenshot ng app's home screen at ipadala po sa PNP FB page via private message. Sama niyo po yung pangalan and of course your registered mobile number. At kayo po ay pwedeng manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits. Pwede nyo pong gamitin sa Joyride Delivery, Joyride Motorcycle Taxi, Joyride Car, Joyride Taxi Cab, at ang Joyride Super Taxi. Again, sumali po kayo dyan sa ating promo ng Joyride. Alright, at this point, partner, ito na yung ating pinakahihintay na masayang usapan, huntahan sa inyong pong paboritong Cash or Bash. At ang Cash or Bash ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. At ngayong araw pong ito, tayo'y sasamahan ng ating mga kaibigan and of course mga veteranong analyst and a former PBA player as well. Kasama po natin ngayon, walang iba kundi si Paolo del Rosario at si Renzo Subido. Good morning, Pao and Renzo.
Good morning, Com. Good morning po sa lahat po na nakikinig sa Power and Play.
Good morning, Paolo. Good morning, Renzo.
Go ahead, Renzo.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for joining us today. Kasama natin si Chera Season as well, Pao. And Renzo, well, kanina, medyo hinihimay natin. Bago tayo pumunta sa COP, hinihimay namin yung quarterfinals, kung ano nangyari in the past. But now, I wanna look forward, gentlemen. Gusto namin lang moving forward na tayo. Because obviously, tapos na, except for one game, na aming pinagpustahan na ni partner Jera, Magnolia, Enlex. Enlex siya, Magnolia ako. So, hindi ko naman kayo hinga ng sino mananalo. But let me just go to the matchups. Obviously, if there is one matchup, Pao, that you're eagerly anticipating, ano yung matchup na yon dito sa ating quarterfinals?
Nako, Com. Good question po yun. I'm actually curious to see kung ano mangyayari sa Eastern in general. Whoever is they play, if I'm not mistaken, itong Eastern versus TNT. Simply because grabe yung schedule ng Eastern. Parang napapagod sila dahil sa tatlong competition nila. Isa sa Hong Kong, isa sa EASL, tapos yung may PBA pa rin. It feels like we're not seeing the best of Eastern. Pero at the same time, na dahil quarterfinals na po, grabe na yung stakes dito sa playoffs, I'm going to hope and assume na may ibang level pa na may ipapakita ng Eastern.
Tama, another gear, kumbaga.
Yeah. Actually, tama yung sinabi ni Paolo dahil, di ba, when the Eastern Hong Kong started this conference, ang ganda ng laro nila, di ba? Talagang dire-diretso panalo. Parang ngayon, nag-wane ng konti because because of the three tournaments that they're participating.
Hindi madali yun.
Hindi madali yun.
Yung kumakambyo ka. And in the EASL, they have 2 imports.
Yeah.
Ang daming variations na nangyayari sa kanilang laban. Renzo, ikaw, ano ba ang matchup na nakikita mo that, you're really looking forward to dito sa quarters?
Same lang din with Pao, no? Actually, I'm very interested. Syempre, yung Eastern nga, their guest team, and they were really playing well in the start, and they're very capable. Actually, tinaas nga nila yung level of competition in the PBA.
That's right. Well, there's one matchup, gentlemen, na mukhang very intriguing. Itong 4 versus 5, Ginebra kontra Meralco. Again, it's a matchup that has been a rivalry brewing in so many stages of the conferences. Nakikita sila, whether it is in the quarters, in the semis, or in the finals. What can you say about this matchup? Particularly since Meralco has had their problems in terms of health. Nawawala yung kanilang import, Pao. What do you think ito ba again easy picking for Ginebra or will this be going babalik na naman to sa war of the heavyweights?
No, Pao, before you answer that, baka meron ka namang konting chismis dyan tungkol sa health condition ng import na
ni
Meralco.
Akil Mitchell, yeah.
Baka meron kang balita dyan.
Wala akong chismis in general apart from sa mga nare-report po ng mga courtside reporter po natin. But, looking at yung matchup po na yun, I don't think it's ever easy pickings when it comes to Meralco. They're one of the teams rin po na medyo up and down this conference, especially dahil sa health nga ng import as you mentioned. But the thing about yung Meralco po, grabe, napaka-well-drilled nila. I was actually talking to a few analysts sa PBA, and then we were talking about how Meralco, ever since they won the championship po, parang iba na yung galaw nila, iba na yung mentality, na parang execution, yung pag-execute nila ng mga plays nila, yung sistema po nila, parang nag-level up na rin eh. So, in a way na tipong I could even compare them slightly to how Barangay Ginebra does the executions right now. Kaya kahit medyo, okay, sabihin natin yung health ng import is a bit suspect, yung mga locals, they can play at a level wherein they can actually, in my opinion, upset Barangay Ginebra if they're not careful.
Excellent. Talaga namang but of course, amado dito ang Ginebra. Again, unang-una, halos kompleto na sila and they're beginning to really get informed. Renzo, you think Ginebra is the sleeping giant here? Do you think that, alam naman natin ang Ginebra, parang diesel, laging sa dulo, lumalakas, and now that they are complete, Jamie Malonzo is back, and of course, Justin Brownlee is Justin Brownlee.
Definitely itong Ginebra, they're a powerhouse team right now, especially they're running yung triangle offense pa nga ni Coach Tim Con. So, but you still can't count out Meralco, just like what Pao said na parang actually itong Meralco parang they're a well-oiled machine eh. Kung maglaro, parang tuloy-tuloy, fast-paced. So, knowing Ginebra na they play a slow kind of pace of basketball na more on ball movement. Itong Meralco, they're gonna look to really run the game. Bibilisan nila yung laro kasi alam nila na, may mas length, mas athletic yung Ginebra in terms of lineup. So, it's hard to say where everyone's gonna be up for a really entertaining matchup between these two teams.
Yan yung magandang word, entertaining. Whenever they face off, talaga namang nakakatuwa. And it's always very physical. It's always very close. Kaya abangan yan sa quarterfinals. I want to talk about Northport. Renzo, of course, you know about Northport. And now they are the top of the team standings. First time since 2019 that they have a chance to make the semis. And they're knocking at the door. It is ang ganda ng kanilang team. They have a terrific import who, by the way, we will be having on the show mamaya-maya. But again, Northport kontra Magnolia or NLEX. The pressure of being number one, Pao, what do you think? How will that affect Northport at this stage of the conference?
Alam mo, Com, it's one thing to win in the elimination round. It's another to actually get through the pressure of winning. Kasi yung playoff matchup po na yun, I mean, you look at the fact that, okay, you have all the advantage. The question is, can you take care of it? I think we're going to discover more about Northport in the next few games compared to what we've actually seen in the elimination round. And that is what I am most excited for. They have the pieces, as you mentioned. They have a great import with a great fit. Arvin Tolentino's playing out of his mind, as well as the other locals. Joshua Munzon, I have a feeling, has had one of the more underrated, fantastic seasons and conferences so far. Kaya all the pieces are coming together. Kahit si William Navarro po has been living up more and more to his potential. I don't think he's close to reaching that potential, by the way, yet. But he's on the way there kasi grabe yung opinion ko sa potential ng mga bata ng Northport.
Renzo, masyado bang mabigat yung pressure dyan? I mean, you know the team, you played with them once, knowing that they've been hinahabol talaga nila tong posisyon na to. Finally, they're there. Ngayon, partner, napakahirap niya kanilang pwesto. What do you think, Renzo?
Definitely, yung goal, yung target nasa kanila eh. All the teams are eyeing them right now. Just like what Pao said na, eliminations is a different ball game when it comes to the playoffs. Lahat ng teams tumataas yung level of game nila. A lot of yung mga scouting reports, andyan na, individual tendencies. So, nagkakasilipan na yan pagdating sa playoffs. But, I can see na Northport is actually having fun this conference. No? Pinapakita nila that they're really responding to Coach Bonnie, Bonnie's system. Nakikinig yung mga players. It's composed of, young, talented players na who plays with a lot of grit, relentlessly. And, actually natutuwa ako kasi Arvin Tolentino is leading that Northport team. And, he's showing us how much of improvement na meron na sa game. Actually, all around na nga ang laro niya tumi-triple-double na in some of the games.
Diyan nasusubukan ng team partner.
Exactly. I totally agree with Pao and Renzo on this, no? Kumbaga, just like what we discussed a while ago, ang pag-uusapan dyan kung dadagain yung number 1. So what is very vital there is the first game.
Yeah.
Dahil twice to beat yan.
Twice to beat,
diba?
Twice to beat yan. Pag yan nasilat sa first game.
Sila mag-iiba yan.
Doon na nagkakatalo.
Diba? Even the coaching staff, they haven't experienced playoff. Diba? Diba? Coach Bonnie, magaling si Coach Bonnie. Pero, siyempre, between the coaches of NLEX and Magnolia, no? Para kaya natin yan, di ba? Napagdaanan ko na yan.
Well, finally, last point on the playoffs, guys. Converge, a new team in the quarterfinals. It was really up there hanggang medyo nagkaroon sila ng problema, konting injury with Justin Arania. But they have a team that many say is ready to compete, Pao.
Yeah, ready to compete, and I think importante yung mga step na to. I don't know if they're going to make it all the way to the finals. I don't know if they're gonna make it, if they're gonna win a championship this conference. Pero ito yung simula para sa akin ng culture building ng Converge. Yeah. They need to learn how to win. They need to learn how to work together as a group and get through tough times. And well, to be fair, even right now, if I'm not mistaken, si Coach Charles, who's a big part of their coaching staff, wala pa nga doon at the meantime because of his commitments with SGA.
That's right.
So there's going to be, para sa akin, learning curve pa rin para sa Converge with all the potential that they have. And it's going to be part of the process. Kahit nga si Coach Tim Cone, whatever team that he started out with, no matter gaano kalaki yung potential nila sa simula, there was always going to be bumps on the road. And eventually, they will be able to build that winning culture and hopefully win a championship. Will it be this conference? How quick will it be? Not quite sure. Pero importante yung time na to grow as a unit, to grow yung kultura ng grupo na to, and make sure na sustainable siya moving on from this point.
Renzo, you see 3 independent teams here. Converge, you see a Hong Kong Eastern, obviously, and of course, Northport. Ano ang nakikita mo dito? Is this the beginning of parity? Nakikita mo ba yung finally nagbago? Of course, nalaglag na San Miguel Beer, Magnolia is in trouble. These are powerhouses in the past. Nakikita mo ba yung signs na okay, talagang nagkakaroon na ng balance ang liga?
Definitely nakikita ko. Just like you said, parang I think when was the last time na yung San Miguel is not part of the playoffs, no? But right now, eto nga, yung Converge, yung Eastern and the Northport, they're already the top teams right now in the league. And speaking of Converge, they're a young team na they're developing a winning culture, and I think very important yung role doon nila Jordan Heading, especially Alex Cabagnot, the addition of Baltazar, because these players are players who knows how to win. So I think those are very important, yung mga players na key additions sa mga teams na to who knows how to win, who brings that kind of culture sa respective teams nila, 'di ba? Kasi for you to be able to win, attitude is the first thing na kailangan, very important. Diba?
Well, alam mo, again, nakikita mo yung balance in Converge has finally picked up all the talent that they need. Ang tanong na lamang is, will they get the breaks? Will they withstand also the pressure? Dahil it's not always na pumapasok sila sa playoffs, and now this is an acid test to all of these new teams dyan sa senaryong yan. Alright, well, alam mo, marami pa tayong pwedeng pag-usapan, but medyo punta tayo muna sa masasayang topic ng Cash or Bash. Kung saan, walang tama, walang mali. Alam nyo na drill. Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, huwag magagalit. Ang importante lamang dito ang inyong opinion. You say cash kung kayo ay agree sa proposition. You say bash pagka walang seal of approval. So let's begin with our first topic sa cash or bash. Alright. Ito tungkol sa NBA All-Star Game na, by the way, nasabi na-announce na ang All-Star Game lineup. Medyo maraming NBA superstars na snub. Maybe next week pag-uusapan natin yan, partner. Pero for the All-Star, recently si Adam Silver, ang commissioner ng NBA, has been making a lot of announcements, including even this announcement that they might put up a league in Europe. May bilanggit na siyang ganun, no? But pinag-aaralan na ngayon ng NBA yan. Pero nabanggit din ni NBA Commissioner Adam Silver ang posibilidad ng 10-minute quarters sa NBA. Parang FIBA style, partner. Parang FIBA style. So ang tanong, cash or bash, makakatulong sa kalidad ng NBA games kung ipatutupad ang 10-minute quarters. I'll begin with you, pal. Go!
Bash ako dyan, Kom, simply because I don't think that addresses yung key problem ng NBA ngayon. So yung problema ng NBA ngayon, sinasabi nila na mababa daw yung ratings nila dahil masyado daw predictable yung laro ng mga teams, lahat daw tumitira ng tres, lahat walang specific style yung mga ibang team. I don't think changing the length of the game will affect that. Para sa akin, to be able to enforce actual change para tumaas yung viewership ulit nila, is to reintroduce yung physicality nila sa laro nila, in the sense that yung mga hand-checking violations when it comes to certain forms of defense. I mean, there are other ways to do it. Si Adam Silver mismo yung nagsabi that they are studying different types of rules. Itong proposition na 10 minutes hindi daw popular sa mga decision makers ng NBA, but it has been floated about. Ako, bash ko dyan because it is, para sa akin, it really won't address any sort of problem that they have sa NBA ngayon.
Ginawasan lamang ng 2 minuto. So, Renzo, go!
For me, same. Bash din ako kasi actually, I mean, if ilelesen mo yung minutes of play, diba? I mean, it's lessen yung entertainment for the fans. And I agree na dapat actually yung calls when it comes to the fouls, the hand checking, diba? I think right now masyadong manipis yung mga tawagan when it comes to mga foul baiting, throwing out fouls, and yung mga traveling violations, masyadong maraming na let go. So I think for me, they have to stay with the 12-minute quarters.
Alright, well, partner, dalawang bash.
Hindi, ako, makikibash-basho na rin ako dyan. I totally agree with both our guests here. Dahil, di ba, it's not the time di ba? It's how you play the game, di ba? Tama, physicality, wala na di ba? Maski nasabi mo, siguro iniisip nila dahil probably because of your superstar kay Embiid na umaangal dahil masyadong maraming laro, di ba? Pero what is 2 minutes? Di ba? It won't change a thing. 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes na nabawasan mo. It doesn't change a thing. Ang importante, yung style ng game, the new rules should be changed.
Right.
Diba? More physical dapat.
Ako, well, you know me, when I was commissioner, I like innovation. Ang dami kong ginawang ganon. I like the fact that the NBA is thinking about so many other things. I like the fact that they're trying to innovate. Pero I agree with all of you na talagang hindi yan sa pagbabawas ng oras. Although it's exciting. But the reason why the FIBA game is exciting is not because they only have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's because they allow players to play. I mean, talagang kukunti ang calls, they allow a lot of physicality, and it's really the kind of style that needs to be done. So I agree. I think minsan nakakalito pa ngayon, napakaraming formats, and ang daming interruptions, yung mga challenges, etc. etc. This takes away from the flow of the game. Ang gustong mapanood ng fans is the flow of the game.
Just like
yung bakbakan talaga.
Para noong 90s.
Yes, yung talagang bakbakan. And when you see a Jalen Brunson, naangat at konting tapik, foul, he goes to the line 12 times a game. When you see Embiid, when you see all of these players, Luka, they're good players. Allow them to play so that there's more excitement para sa mga fans. All right, let's go to our second COB of the morning. Tayo nagpapasalamat na tagumpay ang surgery ni Kai Soto para sa kanyang torn ACL. Pero dahil dyan, hindi makakapaglaro si Kai sa Gilas, Pilipinas this coming window. So, cash o bash, dapat idagdag ng Gilas sa pool si Quintin Miliora Brown or QMB ngayong out si Kai Soto. I'll begin with you, Renzo. Go!
For me, bash muna ako for
Bash.
this one. I was able to cover si QMB sa UAAP and I saw a lot of grit and relentlessly sa type of game niya. A lot of promise in his game, but I think he's still a work in progress, no? Especially right now in modern basketball now where there are a lot of players like si Kai Soto who's a 7-footer that can play like a guard, has guard-like skills. So si QMB, he's still a work in progress. Maybe give him 2 to 3 years from now. Develop his game more, his package, his dribbling, his shooting, and he's gonna be a perfect fit in time for Gilas.
Oh, well, in terms of fit, talagang kailangan niyang ganyang kalalaking player. Same thing, Pao. Dapat bang idagdag si QMB sa Gilas? Go!
Bom, alam mo, mabuti na lang sinabi ni Renzo na nagbabash siya kasi sa totoo lang, bashing po ako. Simply because, not saying anything about yung skill level ni QMB, aminin ko po that I have not covered QMB as much. Actually, the reason why ako, personally, I wouldn't put him in the pool yet kasi this actually, yung situation po niya, including yung eligibility po niya, actually reminds me of yung kaso ni Jordan Clarkson po dati because there was initial reports from the SBP in the past na pwede naman si Jordan Clarkson as a local but that didn't turn out to be the case. So ako, I would rather wait for all of the confirmation before even putting QMB's name in the pool or at least in discussion for the pool. Pero apart from that, if we're looking for a big man, para sa akin, I also want to find someone who is more established sa kanyang current club. Para kasi yung mga long-term dealings na kailangan ni Coach Tim Cone para sa mga future camps, maayos siya. Because yan yung goal ni Coach Tim, yung longevity.
Well, sabi nga nila, hindi naman dahil malaki ka, pwedeng basta-basta ipasok. 2 bash, partner. Puro bash ngayon, ha?
Bash-bashan pa rin ako dyan. I
Oh.
agree with Pao and Renzo. Pero the key word here for me, I agree with Renzo, no? Na kailangan medyo ma-marinate pa ng konti si QMB. I agree with Pao na sinabi niya, kailangan muna malaman natin kung talagang eligible si QMB, no? Just like with Jordan Clarkson. But the key word for me is what Coach Tim Cone said before. Ayaw niya na magturo ng triangle offense. Now, ipapasok mo na naman si QMB, 'di ba? Hindi naman siya talaga set for a triangle offense. Unlike the rest of the original team, magiging bench warmer lang 'yan dahil kailangan matutunan niya muna yung style ng play ni Coach Tim. Kaya bash ako diyan. It will never happen.
All right. Well, ako bash kayo. Ako naman, ang keyword sa akin dito is isasama sa pool. Isama mo na sa pool. Pwede naman siya maging
swimming trunks lang muna.
Maging just for him to really have that experience. Yeah. If it's only that, I think it's but he may have a spot dahil nga he has size, he has athleticism and he has that defensive quality including the energy that kailangan. Pero kung ganun lang naman ako gusto ko nang makita diyan yung mga established players as Pao said, including a player in the collegiate ranks. I like Mike Phillips. I think Mike Phillips he's a guy that can really be a motor. He's maybe a little undersized, but he's a guy that can really play that Mark Pingris role nung araw nakukuha natin para sa Gilas, Pilipinas. Yeah. Alright, let's go to our third and final COB of the morning. Naku, ito'y masakit sa pandinig ng mga San Miguel fans. Sa pinakaunang pagkakataon sa loob ng, sabi ko nga, 22 conferences, 10 years, di pasok sa playoffs ang San Miguel Beermen. So, cash o bash, di kailangang magpalit ng coach ng San Miguel sa kabila ng disastrous Commissioner's Cup campaign. Pao, go!
Coach, bash po dyan. I think coaching change is not what they need. I think yung kailangan po nila consistency in both coaching staff and yung lineup po nila. Ang dami po nilang imports this conference. They could not find the right fit. I think blaming the coach immediately is not going to be the proper solution. Para sa akin, you need either Coach Leo or Coach George, whoever decide to be the head coach in general. Right now, obviously, it's si Coach Leo. They need more time with this team, with this unit, yung lineup na to. Kasi kahit para kay Coach Leo, bago yung team na to. They need more time to gel and need more time to be together once again. Kasi grabe, they still have the Junmar Fajardo. They still have arguably the most dominant local player sa liga po natin. They need more time together to make sure all the pieces fit. I don't think changing the coach is the answer. Kaya bash po dyan.
Bash! Another basher! Okay, Renzo! Go! Di kailangan magpalit ng coach.
This one, I'd go same with Pao. Actually, minsan more changes would lead to, disastrous mga outcomes. Especially in a game of basketball, it's all about familiarity. Kailangan more reps with the coach, with the system. You need that kind of chemistry when you play the game. And especially right now, San Miguel, they always have the piece, diba? Kumbaga, ang lalim pa rin ang lineup nila. I think for me, they're still the most talented team in the league. No, they just have to rediscover themselves. They have to rediscover themselves within the system of Coach Leo. And I think, next conference, next season, it's gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be a different San Miguel team.
Sana nga magdilang anghel ka para sa mga San Miguel Pier fans, Renzo. Partner, dalawang na naman dito, bashers.
Ako rin, bash din ako. Well, if that happens, ang tawag dyan ay knee-jerk reaction.
Tama.
Diba? Dahil magaling si Coach Leo. Diba? Magaling. Yes, proven himself as a coach. Nakapagpanalo na siya ng lahat. Pero kailangan lang talaga. And we all know that San Miguel magaling ang management niyan on how to manage the team. Parang nagkaroon lang ng konting glitches at saka kailangan, I think for me, it's high time to rebuild the team of San Miguel.
Well,
siguro along the way medyo gaganong pero aangat na naman yan.
I'm sure. Hindi naman pwedeng payagan ng San Miguel yan. Their flagship team, no? But I agree with all of you. I don't think coaching change is necessary.
Yeah.
Alam natin ang kalidad ni Coach Leo.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think dapat tigilan na nila yung napakaraming kung ano-anong internal na bulong-bulungan. Alam mo, yan ang problema dyan sa San Miguel lang. Sasabihin ko sa inyo. They take out a coach pero naiiwan sa bench. So ang dami-daming bosses, and I think that's one thing that San Miguel players are trying to decide. Naguguluhan. Kanino bang bosses ang pakikinggan namin? Ha? Kaya yan lang ang sa tingin ko, something that management has to put their foot down. Isa lang ang bosses at yun ay kay Coach Leo. Huwag na natin pakinggan yung iba sapagkat doon nagkakagulo-gulo ang even ang attitude ng mga players dahil ang tingin nila mapapalitan na rin naman to dito na ako makikinig
at saka mas madami silang i-please dapat dahil kapag hindi pinakinggan yung isang mabigat na tao
delikado ka. Pao and Renzo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Enjoy the playoffs and we will enjoy your coverage, Pao and Renzo, and we certainly hope na ang mga fans ay dumagsa sa ating venue. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pao and Renzo.
Thank you. Maraming salamat, Kom.
Mga kaibigan, Paolo del Rosario and Renzo Subido sa ating pong masayang Casher Bash. Again, the playoffs is coming up. Wag po nating palampasin. Napakaganda po ng mga laban. Starting with the knockout game between Magnolia at saka ng NLEX bukas, mga kapatid. Alright, tayo po ngayon, sisilip muna sa ating, siyempre sa mga viral videos at pop culture sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop. Ang title po ng video natin ay Basketball is a Religion. Tama yan sa Pilipinas, pero kahit sa ibang bansa at ibang parte ng mundo, makikita nyo po to. Panoorin po natin to, ha. Lagi natin sinasabi yan sa Pilipinas dahil ganun natin kamahal ang basketball. Pero kita nyo naman, pambihira yan, ha. Ito po yung dalawang, nagsanib yung dalawang aspeto dahil kitang ball is life din ang mga monghe. Mga monghe na ito ha. Tingnan nyo naman itong isang kuya may steal at silky smooth layup with the left hand. Sumakay ka pa.
Sumakay ka
Ika
pa.
nga, basketball is truly a religion. Grabe, no, partner?
Grabe, di ba?
Nakaano pa yun, ha? Ano yung suot niya?
Basta parang abito nila yun.
Hindi pa aerodynamic.
Hindi pa aerodynamic, di ba? Tsaka kung pushus pa gamit nila.
Alright, we will take a quick break. Sa amin pong pagbabalik ang ating mga kasama, Nesthy Petecio at si Kadin Jack ng Northport, Batang, Pier. Ito po ang Power and Play atid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo at Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 9:09 ng umaga.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple. Smart ako.
This February, love is so true sa 105.9.
Whirlpool Appliances brings you a new era of home living, where we are all about sensing what matters. Elevating your lifestyle has never been easier. From Whirlpool washers that adapt to your laundry needs, to refrigerators that extend the freshness of your food items. As an American pride for over 110 years, Whirlpool is dedicated to creating innovations that truly matter. Experience the Whirlpool Sixth Sense innovation. Whirlpool, sensing what matters today. Making your world a little easier. Whirlpool. Prepare delightful dishes every time with Technogas Technique appliances. Experience excellent cooking results with Technogas Technique's premium selection of cooking ranges, range hoods, built-in hobs, ovens, and kitchen appliances. Technogas Technique combines elegance, functionality, safety, and durability to enhance your skills and passion for cooking. Make Technogas Technique your cooking partner and fill your kitchen with appliances made to last. That's the Technogas Technique.
Dalawa lang yan, pag-asa o pangamba. Suriin ang iyong sarili. Tunay nga bang handa ka na sa pagdating ni Jesus? Kaya ngayon, kailangan magsisi na kayo. Lumapit sa Diyos para patawarin niya ang inyong mga kasalanan at matanggap niyo ang bagong kalakasan.
Acts 3 verses 19 to 20. Repent. Turn to Jesus today. He is the only way to heaven. Brought to you by MX3.
MX3 Capsule helps avoid pain discomfort. Iwas-iwas sa sakit.
Kung nais mo'y balikan ang ating kasaysayan, kultura at buhay ng bayan mong sinilangan, kung paanong nakipaglaban ang ating mga ninuno. Pahingahang punong-puno ng kwento ang himlayang Pilipino. Himlayang Pilipino. Himlayang Pilipino.
For inquiries, you may contact us at 0968-896-4850 or visit us at www.himlayangpilipino.org.
Alam mo ba hindi pare-pareho ang lahat ng generics na gamot? Gumagawa ang Rhea Generics ng mga world-class na produkto na ginawa sa parehong pasilidad ng mga brands na alam mo. Ibig sabihin ay nagbibigay sila
Agad? Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
True FM sa 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and play with Noli Eala. Power and play with Noli Eala.
Pakinig po sa Laguna, sa San Pablo City at sa Los Baños, Laguna. Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan? Sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan ngayong unang araw ng Pebrero. Alright mga kapatid, at this point, gusto lang po natin of course magpasalamat sa lahat ng ating mga... mamaya, pasok muna natin ang ating naging interview mga kapatid. Sa isa sa talaga namang tumatangay ngayon at namumuno partner sa kupo ng Northport na ngayon ay nasa tuktok ng team standings papasok ng playoffs. Siya po ay naglaro sa Rutgers University in his college days and went undrafted in 2015 pero has been a journeyman. Naglaro na sa NBA D-League, sa G-League, sa Israel, Mexico, kung saan-saan yan, partner, Lithuania. At siya ngayon ay tumatakbong second in the best import race ng PBA sa likod lamang ni Mike Watkins ng NLEX. At siya po yung ating inabutan noong isang araw on the eve of yung malapit na ang papasok na quarterfinals. Walang iba kundi ang import ng Northport Batang Pier, si Kadin Jack.
Now with Kadin Jack. First time on the show. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate your giving us your time.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You know, well, first of all, this is your first trip to the Philippines. This particular tour.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Unbelievable. And how are you enjoying your stay so far?
It's been great. You know, I got my wife and my daughter out here with me, and we just been enjoying, the city, enjoying just the people. So it's been a great experience for me and my whole family.
Have you had a chance to get out of Metro Manila to bring your family?
Oh no, I'm waiting until after the season. I just want to make sure we stay focused and get done what we want to get done.
But if there are places that interest you, what would that be? Just in case you're done with the season and you have a chance
the beach,
to go around.
Definitely the beaches. Definitely.
All right. Yeah, well, you came to the right place then.
Yes, sir. I see all of them.
Yeah, you are you played college in Rutgers, I understand, and you've been a journeyman, traveling the world, and obviously knowing so much about basketball. What did you know about the PBA before you came over?
Well, through the years, I definitely have had a lot of friends that played out here. You know what I mean? So I always hear about the fans and how amazing they are, and I hear about just the love that you're gonna get out here. And everybody would always tell me that I'm gonna love it if I ever do get a chance to play out here. So I definitely had a lot of different different perspectives on the PBA before I ever actually got into it.
So was the news, the reputation of the PBA before you came over correct, different, based on your first experience now in the league?
I say it was even better. You know what I mean? I definitely love it. I love the rivalries. I love the passion of the fans. Everything's been a great experience. So I'm definitely glad. I wish it was longer, honestly speaking, but
right.
Definitely, I love it out here.
When you compare the PBA with the other leagues that you've been to, and that is not little. I mean, I looked at your resume, and you have played in not only, of course, in the NBA D-League and, of course, the G-League, but in Japan, in Israel, in Mexico, in Lithuania, in the United Arab Emirates, and many, many other places. How does the PBA compare to these leagues, Kadeem?
I'd say where it differs is, the locals are really talented here, so I definitely I love the level of competition. So I mean, each league has its own nuance to it, but I definitely say the one thing that jumps out to me out here is how good the locals actually are.
Well, of course, talking about that, locals, well, your team with a lot of locals
Yes,
are
sir.
playing
Yes, sir.
so well. Northport, as maybe you have researched or you were told, is a team that's still looking for its first PBA title. Are you surprised that they have not won a title, considering how well you are playing and how talented your team is?
For sure. You know, I definitely think we got a whole lot of talent on our team. You know, so sometimes it's just that light turning on for everybody. You know, and I think we've been able to play a lot of good basketball where a lot of people get involved. You know, so that just starts getting the wheels turning, and once that happens, you know, I think I just think from here everybody's just, you know, in a different comfort level, a different comfort zone. So I think for the most part that should be the kind of culture that's just, you know, continues to permeate in this organization.
Well, clearly the young guns of Northport has
Yes, sir.
really carried the team together with you. And you know, let's talk about Arvin Tolentino just for a bit here. He's now in the race for best player of the conference, and obviously, you know, Arvin is a talent. But what can you say? What's your biggest takeaway about Arvin?
I say for me, you know, it looks real easy for him, you know, so that's the beautiful part about playing with him. Sometimes you get to just sit back and watch somebody do their thing, and watching him play, you know, we've already built a trust over the time that I've been here to where, you know, like I'm eager to, you know, set a screen for him to get him open to see just what he's going to do with the ball. So I definitely love playing with him.
Joshua Munson, another guy that has really up
Yes,
to
sir.
stage.
Yes, sir.
Former #1 pick in the league. Again, what do you think? How has he developed with you around, particularly?
I definitely think we feed off of each other, and you know, I have that kind of personality where I just, you know, I'm a bit more talkative than a lot of people, you know. So I think just playing with a type of energy like that is just the icing on the cake for somebody like that who, you know, he's able to guard your best he's able to guard your best player and then come out here and drop 30. You know what I mean? So I'm just along for the ride, just, you know, wanting to make sure I keep these guys focused every possession,
Right.
and let them know, you know, like, you're capable of doing what you're doing, so just keep going, you know. That's really what it is with both of those guys. They super talented guys, super talented.
And that seems to be, you know, something that the doctor ordered. You know, you said you're very vocal. You're the kind of guy that, you know, really talks and speaks out his mind. What kind of role have you been given outside of just playing? You know, in terms of leadership, do you think that even though you are new to the team, that the whole team has responded to that voice that they hear in the locker room from you, Kadeem?
I mean, I would hope so. You know, I'm not really aware of what it is before me. You know, I could only speak to what I've experienced, you know. So I say my goal in life in general is always to bring a certain level of energy to anything that I do, you know. So just coming out here, and having that same level of respect for the team and them giving me this opportunity, it's only right that I bring that same level of passion, you know. So I mean, I would hope that it rubs off on some of the guys, but I think most people on the team already, you know, they're pretty focused guys. So like I said before, it would just be more icing on the cake for me, bringing that voice, you know, reminding them things that they already know, you know, because everybody's pros and everybody's, you know, super talented. You see it in practice, you know. It's a lot of battles where, you know, guys in there going at it, you know. So I definitely, yeah. You get what I'm saying.
It's not only the voice that has been amazing. Of course, you've carried the whole team on your back as well. You have been
terrific in your game. And of course, the entire team has been awesome. You're at the top. You finished the elimination round at the top of the team standings for the first time for Northport. What has been the key or the keys to the success of the team so far, Kadeem?
Just us staying focused. You know, I definitely think those couple games that we lost, there's just little tweaks we could have made to make the season even better. But we needed that. You know, it got us refocused. It helped us to go in and make ourselves more of a playoff team. You know what I mean? Because we were able to get exposed in some of the things that needed to be exposed. That kind of get covered up during wins. You know what I mean? So
right, yeah.
So I would just say with that, you know, like just with my mindset, you can see jobs are not done. So it is a great accomplishment, but I definitely we're looking forward to this playoff run and really using everything that we've already been through as a team to push us to the championship.
Well, the playoffs obviously is a different level already. Now you take on a particular team in a series, and of course it becomes pretty physical, more physical. I guess it will be more intense. What do you think does the team need to do to sustain this run of yours in the playoffs, Kadeem?
Well, you know, playoffs is the kind of thing where, you know, each game is its own series, you know, so it's just preparing and then trusting in what it is that we did in preparation through each game. You know, like I said, we have lofty aspirations of winning the championship, so just taking that time to, like I said, each possession, you know, then each game, then each series, not getting too high, not getting too low, and understanding that there's a job to finish.
Is there any concern, or maybe obviously every team always has to improve, and there's a lot of room always for improvement, but what is the biggest concern right now for you think, for NLEX going into the quarterfinals? Health issues?
I mean, I say NLEX is a good team. You know what I mean? They got some great guys. They got obviously that two-headed monster with Bolick and Watkins. You know, like they're a good team. You know, so we're not ignoring that, and we acknowledge that for sure. But we like ourselves against anybody. You know, so it's just like I said before. You know, going out there and playing hard, leaving it all out on the floor. You know, and being comfortable with the results, you know, and we think, you know, whether it's fourth quarter situations or just in general, we're able to beat anybody.
All right. Well, NLEX is obviously going to be a handful, and although is that the team they're going to be playing already in the quarterfinals?
I'm not sure.
Magnolia is still in the running, right? Magnolia is still. Yeah, obviously Magnolia is still in the running. If you were to be given a choice, NLEX or Magnolia, which team would you rather face?
You know, I think I'd say this. You know, playoff basketball is beautiful. You know what I mean? And you always end up running into great teams no matter what. So I'd say I don't really have a choice, but I look forward to maybe tougher opponents because it's a higher mountain to climb, and and then once you do that in the playoffs, you know, I'm looking forward to the championship is even better because the team has more stripes. So I'd say it just depends, you know, because on the other hand, you know, playing a team where you feel like you can beat them, that kind of lulls you to sleep for the next round against a better opponent too. So
understand.
You know, it all depends. I can't just choose one or the other. I can't,
right. You know, obviously those teams will be out for your neck. You know, the thing is, what is clear is that you're number one, and I think that's a big sample size to know that Northport has proven themselves to be worthy of being number one, and now it's up to the opponents
man,
to catch up with you,
our
right?
guys work pretty hard for that. I just guys like Evanelli. I'm just going and seeing him in the gym every morning. Working on his craft. Just something like that is beautiful for everybody to come together and be able to accomplish something like that here.
Well, talking about NLEX, right now the NLEX import, Mike Watkins, is leading the best import of the conference with a total of 50 plus points, 52 points, I think, in terms of statistical points. But you, my friend, are running second in the best import of the conference race right now. You have a total of 50.7 statistical points. You're averaging over 30 points, of nearly 12 boards, a couple of assists, a couple of steals, a couple of blocks, just an awesome all-around game. And you're leading 3 other imports. Some are legends in the Philippines. Justin Brownlee, of course, is in 3rd place, and some really tough imports who have come here, Donovan Smith, as well as Dion Thompson. What will it mean for you, Kadeem, if you are to win the best import of the conference award?
I think it would be an acknowledgement of the hard work that I put in. You know what I mean? That's something that and no one can deny. When there's an acknowledgement of the things that you do, acknowledgement of the attention you pay to your craft. It's definitely a great feeling. So, I just say whatever it is the decision is, because like I said, Mike is also a great player, so it's not any shade at him, But I definitely feel like us as a team, we've done some great things together, and me being a part of that has it's definitely memories that I'm gonna be able to take with me forever. So something like that would be definitely, a cherry on top of that, and on the way to a championship, which is the main goal.
I'll tell you something. Take it from me, who was part of the PBA. It means a lot for the voters for an import to be leading his team all the way to the finals. So that's something that and obviously Mike Watkins, although he's a super import, needs to do a lot more now, because you've got your twice to beat advantage, of course. But before we get into that, a lot of fans are also asking about you, Kadeem. Other than playing basketball, what's the one thing you like doing? Besides being on the court.
Oh, I'm a family man, brother. So a lot of my time is spent with my wife and my daughter. We're out doing something involving, maybe taking my daughter to a play place, or out having dinner, or just going for a walk. We're pretty much a real close-knit family. So I'd say a lot of my time is in that department, outside of just wanting to study film or just something around getting better in some way, stretching, a lot of weightlifting, a lot of attention to what I'm eating. So it all goes back to kind of being a better basketball player and just being a better man, because having that kind of family time helps you to be more at peace. And being more at peace, you're able to do a lot of things more clear, just seeing things and understanding, you do have that support system and that foundation. So I definitely my wife and my daughter are the focal point of me off the court.
When you talk about your life itself, what has been the biggest influence in your life? Beyond your career, I mean, I'm talking about you as a person. Who do you think has been the biggest influence for you?
My mother, because just watching a lot of things that she's been able to overcome. She went back to school in her late 20s, and was able to graduate. Was able to move us from one neighborhood to a better neighborhood to a better. So just watching that and understanding that, with patience, consistent hard work, things always come out on top. You know, so it's not just today and how you feel today, but you know, like next week and next month and next year and 2 years from now, and understanding that, you know, it's understanding that from seeing her over time. You, like I said, go from just taking night classes to then, you know, then now going to the university, then graduating, then getting a better job and a better, you know, so seeing that it puts me at ease with my basketball career, as well as just in understanding that everything doesn't always go your way, but with hard work, with faith, and with true belief in God, you know, it's impossible to not overcome things, and the cream of crop will always rise to the top. That's something that she always, you know, says to me. So, like,
well,
definitely my mother.
Bless your mother. You know,
Yes,
obviously.
yes, yes. Thank you very much.
Clearly, that her influence is very clear with you. In terms of your career, Kadeem, in terms of your basketball, who has been the biggest influence in that aspect, in that particular aspect of your life?
That's a tough question. It's pretty tough, you know. I think the veterans that I had in the NBA, George Hill, Rodney Stuckey, those two guys, those two guys kind of took me under their wing and let me know, you know, just the business side of things, you know, how kind of like the cutthroat part of the business, you know. So in that aspect, they helped me a lot. It's like different coaches that I got.
So many people, I get coaches,
you know what I mean? So it's definitely hard to pinpoint one.
But when you talk about, you know, a lot of people, obviously, as you play, as you grow up, you have basketball idols. Is there someone that you emulate in terms of a, you know, that's the guy I want to when I career?
In high school, we were like a perennial top team in the nation. So the program was a elite Nike program, and Kobe sponsored us. So he would come around a couple of times a year and take us out to eat, talk with us a little bit, you know what I mean? So I'd say that's somebody that I pattern almost everything in basketball as far as mentality, you know, like, because from that, you know, from afar, there's a lot of things, you know, just the way he breaks down film, just the way. So that goes hand in hand with what I see with my mother, you know, that level of consistency and understanding, you know, over time, it'll be impossible if you continue to work out, you continue to, you know, get in the gym, pay attention to your body, pay attention to, you know, the little small details of basketball. Over time, you know, something will happen. So I say Kobe 100% is somebody that he laid the foundation and the blueprint in basketball, you know, to see somebody and emulate it to a T, and then, you know, like with Michael Jordan, you know, so seeing that and understanding that work is almost impossible that you don't, you know, gravitate towards that type of the Mamba mentality, essentially.
Absolutely, Mamba mentality forever.
Kadin Jack, mga kapatid, ang ating naging guest. Of course, isang tanong na doon sa kanyang full interview ay sinabi niya na gustong-gusto niyang bumalik, and he's very confident makakapasok ang Northport sa finals nitong conference.
Wow.
Kaya tingnan natin.
Strong prediction.
Very, very strong prediction. Alright, mga kapatid, before we give you our final guest, syempre, pasalamat po muna tayo sa lahat ng mga tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play.
Thank you!
Ang Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum sa ganitong babago-bagong panahon, mga kapatid. Sobrang init tapos biglang uulan, kailangan natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum chock na pang matagalan, at isa lang ang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom. tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo 7 Pro, hybrid, easy on the fuel, stylish, and with advanced functionality features. This is the Cherry Tigo 7 Pro Hybrid, equipped with a panoramic sunroof, power tailgate, wireless mobile phone charging, and a 360-degree round view monitor, plus a 48-volt mild hybrid system that lets you drive with ease and optimal fuel consumption. Perfect for work, road trips, or other personal journeys. If you're looking for a classic car that boasts new technologies and fuel efficiency at the right price, look no further. Enter the new era of green mobility the practical way with a Cherry Tigo 7 Pro Hybrid. Visit www.cherryauto.ph for more information or test drive at any Cherry dealership near you.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. No more waiting na sa Joyride QR Code Instant Booking. Parahin lang ang Joyride MC Taxi driver at i-generate ang QR code sa Joyride Super App. Ipaskan ito sa driver para match agad. Download o update to the latest version of the Joyride Super App sa Google Play Store at App Store. At sa Joyride Super Taxi Hatid Airport Service, wala nang hassle sa pagpunta sa airport para sa inyong flight. Pre-book a ride to the airport from 2 weeks to 24 hours prior to your departure. Fill out the pre-booking form or scan the QR code to fill out the pre-booking form. For inquiries, you may call Joyride Super Taxi Hatid Airport Hotline at 0920-948-6550 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Saturday.
Thank you!
717 Deli, serving quality, classic, premium sandwiches. Treat yourself to a feel-good meal today. Located at 3rd floor, 53 Connecticut Street, Green Hills, San Juan. 717 Deli, keep you smiling with every bite.
Thank you!
Skin, your face and body anti-aging center, with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, please call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886.
Thank you!
Smart, live more today.
Thank you!
Rudy Project Shades. Get ready for a game-changing partnership. We proudly welcome Rudy Project, your go-to for premium sports eyewear and gear. Elevate your performance and style with Rudy Project. Akari Lighting.
Thank you!
Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga sponsors natin sa Power and Play. Now going on our 7th year. Talaga pong kami ni Partner Jera ay nagpapasalamat sa lahat po ng patuloy na tumatangkilik sa atin. Alright, partner, alam mo, yung NBA, sabi ko nga kanina, ang dami ng nangyayari ngayon sa NBA at mukhang yung All-Star Weekend nila, marami ring kontrobersiya. Kasi yung pinili nilang mga player, siyempre, medyo may mga ibang nasnab daw. Kaya ewan natin kung... at saka may bagong format ang NBA All-Star Game.
Parang more than 2 teams na yata.
Apat na team. Apat na team. Yung 24 players na pinili po, i-divide into 3 teams. Tapos yung pang-apat na team, yun yung mananalo nung Rising Stars, yung G League players. Kaya yun ay gagawin nilang 2 laban, semifinals, first to 40 points. Yung mananalo doon, papasok sa finals ng All-Star Weekend. So, again, innovation, lagi nagsumusubok si Adam Silver ng iba't ibang format. Dahil sabi nila, nagiging irrelevant na daw Irrelevant na daw yung All-Star Game Yun, ewan ko
Palagay ko, partner ko partly yes, pero it's how you hype the All-Star Games. Dahil bisa nangyayari kasi, parang na lang, All-Star Games, darating ng kulang na sa hype. Now, sabi ko nga, pinag-uusapan natin kanina, madami magagaling na players ngayon sa NBA. Magagaling. Maraming mga bata. Pero, yung mga iba, hindi pa masyado kilala. Pero magagaling sila. Sa dami ng mga, hindi katulad dati, pili mo lang yung mga star players na ibubukod mo Pero ngayon, sa dami nilang kaya nahihilo na rin yung mga fans, di ba? Kaya ito, yung ginagawa ngayon ni Commissioner Silver, siguro it's more of trying to hype it iangat yung mga players.
Well, in that process, ang nangyayari minsan, nagkakalituhan.
Correct.
Sa dami ng galaw ng ginagawa ng NBA and again, tinitweak nila yung mga rules nila. Ang kanilang salary cap rules, napakahigpit. Kaya ngayon, ang hirap ding maglipatan. No? Itong si Jimmy Butler, hanggang ngayon, hindi makakuha ng bagong team. Meron silang trade deadline coming up on February 6. Kaya maraming umaasa na itong February 6 may mga paputok na naman ng mga player na maaaring lumipat. Nagsabi na si Anthony Davis na gusto niyang meron siyang katulong na sentro. Sinasabi niya sa LA Lakers. Nagsabi na po si Jimmy Butler na gusto niya umalis. Nagsabi naman si Bradley Beal na gusto sanang ipalit na hindi ako lilipat doon. May no trade clause ako diba? So, ang dami pong...
May chismis pa, partner. Parang naiinis na raw si Steph Curry. Parang hindi raw napapabaya. Parang ano ba nangyayari sa team ko? Alis ako.
Kaya nga po, yun ang maganda nating abangan dyan sa NBA, mga kapatid, sapagkat talaga namang alam natin na ang daming ang nangyayari dyan. Alright, talking about nangyayari, ito na po, ipapasok na natin ang ating huling panauhin na ating pong ilalagay sa ating In the Spotlight. She is the first Filipina na nanalo po ng dalawang medalya in 2 separate Olympics. Of course, a silver in Tokyo and a bronze in Paris. At kasama po natin siya ngayon. Walang iba kundi ating pinagmamalaking si Nesthy Petecio. Hi, Nes!
Hello po, sir. Magandang umaga po.
Nes!
Kasama natin si Jera, Nes, and kami nagpapasalamat na makasama ka ngayon. Gusto kasi namin congratulating ikaw sa iyong PSA President's Award. Congratulations, Nesthy. Well-deserved. Ano ba ang pakiramdam na makatanggap ng ganyang klaseng parangal mula sa Philippine Sports Writers Association?
Siyempre po, sobrang honored po at sobrang blessed dahil na-recognize po ulit at napansin po ulit yung sakripisyo na ginawa ko po para sa bayan, sa pamilya ko, sa sarili ko po.
Well, since that time na sa Olympics, na alam naman natin, nakapanayam ka namin, and since that time, of course, marami ng panahon ng lumipas, mga buwan. Ano ba pinagkakaabalan mo? Are you deep in training or medyo pahinga muna, Nes?
After nung
naghang yata
medyo
ng
konti. Tingnan natin kung...
binigyan po talaga kami. Busy din po ako sa mga ini-endorse. Nabusy din po ako sa mga ini-endorse ko po, mga engagement, and may mga events din. Pero ngayon, nasa Baguio po ako at balik training na po kami noong January 5 po.
Ayun, balik training. Tatanungin ko pa naman sana dahil yung huling nakapanayam ka namin dito, yung nga sabi mo, yung iyong naiipon dito sa iyong pagkukan sa boxing, nagpundar ka ng lupa sa may Mindanao. Akala ko nandiyan ka sa Mindanao ngayon. Training na pala. Kamusta naman? Ano ngayon ang status ng training mo? Parang ano lang?
Pakondisyon.
Pakondisyon lang muna.
Yes po, back to basic po muna, and kinukondisyon yung mga katawan po muna namin sa gagawin, syempre. Madami po kaming training abroad. Magsisimula na po ata ngayong this February, may mga training abroad na po. So, hindi siya as in na basic talaga. Hindi ko siya masabi na basic, pero diniretso na kasi kami sa conditioning talaga.
When you say training abroad, ano ang inaasintan yung first tournament of the year na sasalian mo? At kailan? Anong buwan? O wala pa?
Ang dami pong tournament na nakita ko sa calendar namin this year. Pero ako, ang sasalian ko po is World Championship sa September and SEA Games po sa December. Pero yung mga junior at mga kasamahan ko po, sasalian po nila yung mga invitational tournament po.
Well, alam mo, Nes, nabalitaan namin na ikaw ay nag-announce dun sa sidelines ng PSA Awards na ikaw ay may plano pang lumaban muli sa 2028 LA Olympics. At of course, medyo matagal pa naman yan na panahon. Pero ito ay iba doon sa dati mong nasabi na maaaring yung Paris ay huli mo ng Olympics. Ano nagpabago ng isip mo, Nes? At ngayon ay muling nakatutok ka sa paghabol dyan sa gold medal sa Olympics.
Totoo po yan, Sir Noli, no? Nasabi ko talaga na baka last na tong Olympics sa Paris. So, grabe kasi yung kumpiyansa ko sa sarili ko that time at ramdam ko talaga na nakuha ko after ng Paris Olympics. Ang nakapagpabago po talaga sa akin after nung matalo ako sa semifinal sa Poland. Syempre nandun na yung nasaktan po ako na hindi ako naka-finals, nakabot ng finals talaga. Dinibdib ko din po talaga yan. Lahat kami. Sabi ko kay Lord nung time na yun na Lord, bigyan mo ako ng sign na itutuloy ko pa to. Yung next Olympics sa LA, if ever na meron. If ever po na ma-aprobahan po ulit na meron. Kasi medyo 50-50 pa siya ngayon.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, nasa podium na po kami. Habang inaangat na yung flag ng mga medalist po. Nasa pangatlong, yung flag natin nasa pangatlong linya po. Tinitingnan ko siya. So, sabi ko na, dapat nasa pinakatuktok ka, nakalagay.
Wow.
Sa flag, sa isipan ko. Tapos nung pagtingin ko sa pinakatuktok na flag ng Taipei, imbis na flag ng Taipei yung makita ko, flag ng Philippines po. So,
talaga? Wow.
Sabi ko, ito ba yung sign mo, Lord, na ituloy ko pa?
Oh.
So, yun na po yun. So,
Wow.
sabi ko, sige, game. Kasi binigyan mo ako ng sign eh. Yun yung nanghingi ako ng sign at yun yung pinakita niya. So, sige, itutuloy ko pa to.
Hindi ka ba natatakot, Nesthy? Of course, hindi naman lahat ng tao ay tatanda at tumatanda. And you will be about 35, 36 by the time in LA, if ever. Ikaw ba hindi natatakot na aabutan ka rin ng iyong age, mas bata ang mga kalaban, and of course, baka matalo ka?
Hindi po ako natatakot kasi alam kong dala-dala ko po yung Pilipinas. Pride po yun eh. Ba't may kakatakot na ipaglaban yung Pilipinas sa buong mundo po? Na ikaw yung dala-dala mo siya.
Ito, isang tanong lang.
Nakaka-proud po yun.
Isang tanong lang, no? Tulad ng sinabi ni partner Noli, di ba? Siyempre, hindi natin malalabanan ang pagtatanda natin, di ba? Dahil talagang yan ang normal course natin. At kasama dyan ay yung pag-gain ng weight, di ba? Marami mga boksingero nahihirapan ibaba yung weight doon sa talagang fighting weight niya. Ano ba ang plano mo? Dahil right now, sa totoo lang, compared nung naglaro ka doon sa Paris Olympics, you kind of gained weight a little sa itsura mo. Konti lang, ha? Pero ibig sabihin, pagdating ba sa next Olympics, will you be fighting? Lalaban ka ba sa parehong division? Or depende pakiramdaman po pa?
Yes po, nag-gain po talaga ako ng weight ngayon. Like, in-enjoy ko talaga yung
Tama lang yan.
in-enjoy ko talaga yung nakamit ko ngayon together with my family, partner, mga special na tao para sa akin. So, in-enjoy po namin kain kasama mga relatives ko, pinsan ko, pamilya ko. So, yun yung ginawa ko talaga. Hindi naman po siya, wala pong pagbabago sa timbang na sasalihan ko. Featherweight 57 pa din po at dalawang beses ko na po pinatunayan yun na competition bago mag-stick po ako sa timbang ngayon po.
Okay.
Alright. Well, alam mo, Nesthy, siyempre kami natutuwa and we're very proud. Alam namin na gagawin mo lahat always pag ikaw lumalaban, na alam naman namin yon. At sabi mo nga, simula ng ensayo, matagal pang LA, matagal pang World Championships. After the President's Award, hindi ba maganda na doon ka na magtapos, na nakatap mo niyan? How do you want to be remembered sa legacy mo? Ngayon na may plano ka pa uling lumaban sa Olympics, ano ang gusto mong maalala ka ng tao? Paano mo gusto maalala ka ng mga Pilipino?
Siguro, kahit pa paano po, nakilala na po ng mga tao, nakabigay na po ako ng karangalan sa Pilipinas. Siguro pag nagtapos ako sa career ko, sa karera ng pinasok ko sa boxing, gusto ko makilala nila ako na never akong nag-give up sa pangarap ko na makuha ang gintong medalya. Yun ang hanggang dulo, lalaban at lalaban po.
Talaga namang yun ang imahe mo, Nesthy. You bring inspiration sa lahat ng mga kabataan, ng mga boksingero, and of course sa lahat ng Pilipinong araw-araw merong binubuyo sa kanilang buhay. Nesthy, good luck sa iyong paghahanda, and we hope makasama ka uli namin just before the SEA Games and of course the World Championship. All the best!
Maraming salamat po, sir.
Maraming salamat. Mga kaibigan, ang ating pong pinagmamalaki. Two-time Olympic medalist and of course the first Filipina boxer na nagbigay ng medalya sa ating bansa.
Actually, talagang yung pa lang, sa Tokyo Olympics, yung kanyang pagkapanalo, ang dami yung haircut niya na makakakilala kong kwal.
Nagpaganon?
Oo, Nesthy Petecio look.
Talaga namang siya, icon. And talagang well-deserved yung kanyang President's Award sa PSA. Nesthy Petecio, mga kaibigan. Alright, well, that'll do it for us. Pero bago po tayo magtapos, i-announce ko lamang ang mga nanalo sa Joyride Top-Up promo po natin ngayong umagang ito. Congratulations kay Lawrence Reyes, Daniel Ambrosio, Wendell Paneda, Oli Sanz, at si Angel Flores. All of you win 1,000 pesos Joyride e-wallet credits para po sa inyong susunod na paggamit ng Joyride. Partner, thank you for so much. We'll see you next week muli, mga kapatid, dito po sa Power and Play. Enjoy your weekend at lagi po natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit, at sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inyong paboritong inay ko po.
Happy sporty weekend sa inyo lahat.
More power
and more play.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa Pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play is presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang lahat.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan.